Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for this amazing continuation of our conversation surrounding this article. And because we are getting ourselves on track, we are no longer living a small life. We are living the life that has been intended for us, one that has prosperity, and one that does not have debt as a noose around our neck. Okay. So, in this episode, we are going to discuss how to get rid of consumer debt. How to get rid of consumer debt and take control of your finances. If you're drowning in credit card debt, loans, and other consumer debt, you're not alone. But there's a way out. In this video, we'll break down some proven strategies to eliminate consumer debt faster, for you to regain financial freedom and to build a secure future. The best debt repayment methods will also be discussed: Avalanche versus the Snowball. We'll discuss how to reduce interest payments and negotiate with lenders, budgeting tips to avoid falling back into debt, the truth about debt consolidations and balance transfers, and how to get debt free for good and stay debt free for good. Okay, so start your debt free journey by liking, subscribe, and turning on your notifications for more financial tips. What's your biggest challenge with debt? Let's hear. Drop those comments below so that we can all discuss and we can make this an interactive community, because we are all on the same mission, which is to eliminate debt. Okay. So, welcome to Mrs. Moneybags Live. I am Nicole Williams, and this is your go to podcast for everything mortgages. Whether you're buying your first home, refinancing, or investing in real estate, we break down the mortgage process, we share expert tips, and help you make better and smarter financial decisions. Subscribe, and let's dive right in. So in this episode, we are going back to our article, which is titled, "Is One of Canada's Biggest Housing Markets at Risk from Debt-Burdened Consumers?" And we are going to read paragraph 6 verbatim. Okay. So let's get into it. As a reminder, the article is titled, "Is One of Canada's Biggest Housing Markets at Risk from a Debt-Burdened Consumer?" And paragraph six reads, "The challenges are not exclusive to Ontario, and non-mortgage debt is also causing issues for many Ontarians, with the 90-plus day non-mortgage balance delinquency rate surging 46.1% year over year. In addition, Ontario's overall rise in non-mortgage delinquency rate was 23.9%, above the national average of 18%. So again, Ontario's overall rise in non-mortgage delinquency rate was 23.9%, above the national average of 18%. So that's to show you that Ontarians specifically are facing some challenges when it comes to their debt load, and this is inclusive of non-mortgage debt. Okay. So with this increased delinquency with non-mortgage related debt, it highlights a need for Canadian consumers to gain control of the amount of that debt they hold. Reminder that debt is a noose and the borrower is the slave to the lender. Let's review the avalanche method. This might be a method that may work for you. The avalanche method is a debt repayment strategy that where you focus on paying off debt with the highest interest rates while making minimum payments on the rest. This approach minimizes the total interest paid over time, making it the most cost-effective way to eliminate debt. However, there is another strategy that might work for you as well. So let's review the snowball method. The snowball method is a debt repayment strategy where you pay off the smallest debt first while making minimum payments on the larger ones. Once the debt is paid for, you roll that payment into the next smallest debt, creating momentum like a snowball until all debts are cleared. This method helps build motivation through quick wins. Sometimes you may also have to look at restructuring your debt. And if you are a homeowner, we may have some solutions for you. So feel free to see the Linktree link in the description box to book some one-on-one time directly with me for us to review what your options may be today. Nonetheless, we want you to choose the best method that works for you to eliminate your debt. We are moving forward in 2025 and beyond debt free. We are claiming debt free, and this is inclusive of mortgage debt. So let's tap in, let's refocus ourselves and figure out a way where we can control our non mortgage debt. And again, if you are a homeowner and you have a lot of non mortgage debt, so an example of non mortgage debt could be credit cards, lines of credits, student loans, car loans. There's a myriad of things. So if you have anything that is not collateralized by the home, that would be considered non-mortgage debt, and you are losing control. You are falling behind in payments because you have so many payments that you're trying to keep up with. Book some time with me by checking out the Linktree link in the description box. There you can book how you want, and we can discover what options may be available to you. In closing, be sure to subscribe and like. Here's to your health and wealth with love, Miss Moneybags.